the more confidence the organizers get that this is the kind of show that they have to run over and over again.
Exactly. I mean, this is the first time that we're seeing an invitational between two regions, and like if the numbers will be on a different height and or probably similar to major tournaments that we've seen so far in our own region, then it will continue on. But those continuing on, we are seeing the turnaround being done by WOOPIIE after being taken down the first hit by Heaven. So it's a DLQ from WOOPIIE right now being used, and I think it's a ZRG being used by Heaven on the other side. Mobility is more favorable for Heaven at this point, but the damage is more into that WOOPIIE hit.
Yeah, and you can see the vast difference in terms of the range capability as well as the movements between the Chinese players as well as the Garena players. You don't see a lot of flair coming out of Heaven as well as WOOPIIE at the moment. But Heaven has never been, super well known for his movements, right? This guy is a monster when it comes to the accuracy as well as his game sense. His game style is very similar to Zai. And that'll be quite the fantastic match to watch, actually. Zai versus Heaven. That's something that I'm looking forward to. But now 3-3, super close matchup between Heaven and WOOPIIE just proves and it basically confirms how close these guys are when it comes to the skill level.
Yeah, skill level indeed. I mean, it's just back and forth in terms of the point. And going back to your point about how well, how slow compared to the other players out here, Heaven is taking this. It's more of how the whole team of Almighty has been doing it. They're not that much in terms of aggressiveness. It's more of tactical in terms of gameplay. And as we head over for the last point for this first matchup, WOOPIIE is taking it slow right now. Might go in for the backstab against Heaven, AJ.
Sudden death. Both players playing the hard scope really hard. No puns there. It's just it is what it is. Heaven spots WOOPIIE. That shot doesn't connect because WOOPIIE backs away, repositions. And that's something that you have to do. But he jumps right back into the crosshair of Heaven, and Heaven sneaks away round number 1.
Yeah, that's 1 point for Heaven this time, and 1 goes to AJ as well. Still, WOOPIIE and my bet is still looking for that next matchup.
Failure. That is when you truly fail. So second matchup at Pine, the one and only Almighty Heaven takes on SmarterMega's WOOPIIE. Let's see if WOOPIIE can make a comeback in here, Neptune.
Yeah, WOOPIIE was just waiting in here for position and probably a little bit of sound cue, but both of them stopped right now, and I'm quite sure it's just a waiting game. Heaven is on a nade, while WOOPIIE is just proning in there, but there you have it. Heaven just showed a little bit sign of sight, and I think this is a way of WOOPIIE just going into the mind of Heaven, making him move first before he gets that or he makes that move. But WOOPIIE is getting a little bit impatient right now, going in for the flank on the left hand side, and this might be a chance for Heaven to take advantage of his position.
No info so far, but game sense on both sides so good, and Heaven takes the first blood yet again. WOOPIIE, can he recover? Yes, he can. Spots out Heaven. Heaven looks the wrong way, and WOOPIIE takes advantage. Back to back for WOOPIIE potentially. He gets that information first, but then one missed shot gives Heaven the information. He doesn't play the hit glitch. In fact, he jumps on over it, and he gets punished for that movement. WOOPIIE now takes the lead.
And WOOPIIE right now is back to his own ways, and as he goes in for the slide, he will be taken down to 2-on-2 right now, but we're seeing a little bit of improvement and a little bit of quickness coming from WOOPIIE, going in on a 3-2 with the scores right now. On top of Heaven, missed that chance, but will be going in for the quick flick, and it's now a 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2. Let's see. One and only SmarterMega's WOOPIIE on the road to a comeback. Heaven goes down. WOOPIIE, the best sniper in the Philippines, finally wakes up. This is that slow start that we were talking about. Yes, there were some believers who started to become non-believers. Oh my God, WOOPIIE sucks. No, he just winds up late. He's like that little wind-up toy. You gotta put in some effort first,
When you mention wind-up toy, I'm thinking about the clapping monkey. So hopefully WOOPIIE doesn't take that the other way. But he is in here taking the win in the first match. This time Heaven was able to get that first kill on this fight. But Heaven this time is moving slow, similar to the usual gameplay, the usual Heaven gameplay, whereas WOOPIIE is just waiting for those sound cues before he makes the approach. Hopefully he can wind up a little bit faster. And there go! Heaven just gets him out.
Yeah, Heaven. This is the road to the comeback. Spots up WOOPIIE once again. Information pre-scope. Doesn't find it. WOOPIIE movements. Catches up together with Heaven. Now backs away behind the boulder. Heaven misses it one shot. WOOPIIE with the movements this time round. But unfortunately, ole! Heaven shoots between the legs of WOOPIIE, and WOOPIIE takes his head right off Heaven with the comeback 3-1. And he clearly wants to make this a 3-rounder game.
Yeah, missed opportunity right now for Heaven to go for the quick kill once again. But sides of WOOPIIE is in there. There goes WOOPIIE for the kill. 3-2 on points, and WOOPIIE will get this advantage. Missing that chance of looking to the left or to the right to spot out Heaven. This might be a good chance for Heaven to flank and get that kill. No side just yet, and WOOPIIE is just waiting, but the movement is a little bit too quick for him to get shot that easily. Heaven is just waiting as well, but spots one. Anticipation plus the accuracy, missing out, but gets hit in there. Mark Heaven takes him down.
Headshot through the freaking... what is that? Plank! Yeah, that's the word. Good brain fart, Mustachio. Plank! I don't even think WOOPIIE saw that coming, man. Heaven, what a guy. And now, technically round point for him. WOOPIIE trying to survive this, putting themselves into a sudden death for this round number 2, potentially with the next elimination. Plays it safe, backs away. Only 2 corners to peek. Heaven sees him first, but doesn't take advantage. That was just way too tight of a corner for him to aim through. And now Heaven backs away. WOOPIIE doesn't have that information. Heaven spots him out first. Doesn't go in for the slide out. Don't hop on out once again, WOOPIIE. Now sudden death for round number 2. Let's see if Heaven can wrap things up, or where WOOPIIE make the comeback of a lifetime in the Snipers Challenge.
Heaven right now is just waiting for the chance, and WOOPIIE will need to get a long road to get close and do the same thing. Almost going in for that hit, but missed that chance, just fell off that radar, and Heaven just hits them from the side. And there you have it. Like the first win in here, or the second win coming from Heaven at this point. Now let's see. Let's see as to how they will be able, or WOOPIIE will be able to turn this around at this game, because it's not looking good for my dinner at this point.
Yeah, you are gonna lose in your bet, all right? That's for sure. Heaven's gonna win me this. All right, now here's the thing. I really like how there's such a huge difference between the way the Chinese players play this sniper battle and how Garena's playing this, right? You can see super calculated, super slow with how they try to breach the segment of the map on the other side of their opponent. And when it comes to the Chinese players, they're just super aggressive, man. I mean, movements and all, they're just going ham against each other. But Heaven this time around, he wants to play the Chinese style. He moves on up. He finds WOOPIIE. He nails him down to the ground. It's a 1-1. This is all equal in the rounds as well as the score, as WOOPIIE now pulls right ahead. WOOPIIE desperately needs to win this, man. This could be our potential first 3-match best of 3 instead of a 2-0.
Let's see, as we have seen WOOPIIE in there miss those shots, and Heaven takes him down 2-2 right now. Heaven is still on a break to take the lead, but WOOPIIE needs to bring it back, getting close that distance between Heaven, as Heaven is just waiting for that chance. But Heaven is not faltering. Even if WOOPIIE is up close, he can get away from those shots, but not this time. It brings WOOPIIE to that 1-point lead for this game, for this round, and there might be a chance, but Heaven hit Mark will not be able to make that kill, and WOOPIIE just fires back. It's now a match point, a round point at this game for WOOPIIE, and an opportunity to take this one for him.
Pusangala, this WOOPIIE, he gets hit marked and he finishes things off. WOOPIIE, what a comeback! He secures Pine, and now Heaven, they push this into the first third match of the day. Talk about...
And there you have it, the best of Garena right here, face to face. They go into Saloon, the square map that we were talking about that they don't want to go into because of how imbalanced it is. But WOOPIIE misses those shots, but on the third one makes that kill.
Yep, and This is where I don't know how to make that sound, but you know the cowboy sound. Yeah, that's the background sound that's going on in my head right now. Yeah, exactly. In this fight, that should be the BGM for this battle, man. As smoked up, this is the one and only Heaven, just not able to keep up with WOOPIIE and his movements. WOOPIIE's just running away with this time round. Heaven steps on out, but this time pulls one elimination right back to his side and goes into hiding. WOOPIIE doesn't know he's there. Heaven peeks out and gets the elimination instantaneously. 2 to 3. Heaven's making his way back.
Yeah, Heaven is keeping that distance. That is where the advantage that he's getting against WOOPIIE. And this map, this saloon, because of how close it is, it might have been a potential win for WOOPIIE if he can move a little bit quicker. But this corner that Heaven is taking is untouchable right now. But there goes WOOPIIE, goes in for that kill, and it's now a 3-4 right now. Now WOOPIIE is taking that lead, but quick hit, he got that position, and surprisingly, he was able to finish that off quickly as well.
Oh, I mean, fantastic comeback for WOOPIIE. And this, once again, is what I was talking about when it comes to WOOPIIE winding up late. And a lot of people always have this problem. Oh, WOOPIIE's overrated. Oh, WOOPIIE is this. Oh, WOOPIIE is that. Let the boy do his thing, man. I mean, this guy is just full of skill. But Heaven hasn't been able to make a comeback just yet ever since WOOPIIE stepped his gameplay up and once again gets punished. I mean, that's what happens when you keep popping your head up and down. You know the game where you find like some fun fairs, you've got like those frogs or whatever animals popping up and down. You got your
Whack-a-mole.
hammer. Yeah, whack-a-mole. That's what it's called. And I also happen to remember the BGM. That was the music I was thinking in my head.
This time, you were talking about WOOPIIE leveling up, and one thing that is so funny about that in my head is when you mentioned WOOPIIE moving up, he was literally moving up this kind of level. And I'm talking about level in game, not level of gameplay. But there you have it. WOOPIIE got this win, and Saloon is a place where WOOPIIE will be popping off.
Yeah, man. And you know, the best play by WOOPIIE